But if you ain't see this show, you gonna want to see it. This shit get juicy. This shit is gonna get good. What up, Esta fam? And I'm back with another video. And I had to freaking put some shit on the paper because there's so much I ain't want to forget. This video is about Power Book 2 Ghost, okay? Or is it called Ghost Power Book 2? Whatever. Did y'all see the first episode? This is the character that played Tamika, right? She was working with the police. I don't know, she was a cop, whatever. And now she's a lawyer. So she ended up being Tasha's lawyer. Because remember, last season she got kicked out and all of that stuff out of the police department, all of that shit. So now she a lawyer. She working with Tasha. She got her a plea deal of 4 years probation, but she has to give up the name of who really shot Ghost. Because after a long review, they seen where the bullet was placed, and they was like, unless you're, I think they said 5'11", you did not pull this shot. And how did you know he was alone? So you know they came up with all of these questions. Review of the first episode. Now, as y'all know, Ghost is allegedly dead because Tariq shot him. Now, Tasha is taking the fall for it and everything like that. So she's currently behind bars, okay? So that's her situation. She currently behind bars. She trying to work a plea deal. She actually, and now they questioning her. So they not wanting her to perjure herself. Plus, the lawyer Tamika will be putting herself on the line by perjuring herself by knowing that that's a lie, that she did not shoot Ghost, which we all know she didn't or whatever. But she not gonna give up her son's name. So that's what's going down. So with all of that shit going down, she fires the lawyer, the character that plays Tamika. She fires her, and because she's pressing her to tell the truth, and she's not going to snitch on her son. You understand what I'm saying? She's not going to snitch on her son. So she is like, no, you're fired. Because she see that the lawyer is onto her, like, tell me the truth. Who really shot him? And she's not going to, she's not going to implicate her son at all, which any mother would, of course, go to bat for their child. So any mother's going to go to bat for their child. Now, Tariq, on the meantime, he is freshly into college. He's a college student. Now, keep in mind that he can't get that bread that Ghost put down for him in the will until he graduates college. So he is doing his thing in college. He's making sure he gets them grades because he wants to get his hands on the money. Because now he's kind of like the man in the family, and he's stepping front to be the man in the family because only his mom, his grandma, and his little sister Yaz. So now he's like, I'm going to make sure I do good in school so that money is released to me so I can take care of the family. But in the meantime, he up to his own shenanigans, which is still moving weight. He ended up meeting up with, remember the stripper girl? I don't know the character's name. That Tasha had moving weight through the strip club for her, getting money on the side. He ended up meeting up with her, and now he got her moving weight in the strip club, and they like whatever, spreading the prices however they do it. Okay, so that's what's going down with that. So that's that, and that's how he's getting money on the side. You understand what I'm saying? He also links the old girl that framed him and busted him in some of the last episodes of the last season or whatever, that busted him and told on him because she felt he was a competition in the drug game because that girl that he liked was moving weight through the school as well. Y'all remember that from the last season. So he linked her, basically took the work from her, and he basically like, well, bitch, we even now because, you sold me out. That type of vibe, but he's still liking Shorty. Now keep all of that in mind. Woo, it's busting my brain. This shit is gonna get good. This shit is gonna get good. So with all of that in mind, Tariq is making sure he's keeping his studies. The grandmother, in the meantime, has Yaz, the younger sister, while Tasha is locked up. So that's going down. And Tyreek is maintaining the studies. Of course, he want to get his hands on that money. So in the meantime, the school throws at him, boom, help this student out. The student he helps out, his new roommate, Ezekiel. Help this student out. He needs help. And they mean by tutoring. That's what they mean. They mean tutor. But he ends up doing the work for him because by him helping him, which they think here is tutoring, but he's really doing the work for him, this will help his record and all of his academics. You understand? It will look good on his record. Oh, he tutored this student, got this student through. So that's what he ends up doing. So he meets his new roommate. His new roommate ends up having a very big, huge family. His huge family is a very powerful one, and this is where Mary J. Blige comes into play. Mary J. Blige is his aunt. Mary plays the character of Monette, okay? She plays the character Monette. She is his aunt, Ezekiel's aunt, Tyreek's roommate's aunt. So he like, yo, Reek, come with me to this party. My family threw me a party or whatever. I guess they proud of him for getting to college. They threw him a party. He has a huge family. So he go, everybody's out, drinking, eating, vibing, all of this and that, all of this and that. So he ends up locking eyes with Ezekiel's cousin. I hope I'm saying his name right. The character that plays Ezekiel's cousin. And he likes her. So, they chatting. She could tell he like him, whatever type of vibe. And what happens is they chatting. Now, when Tyreek went in the party, he said to Ezekiel, like, yo, where's the bathroom? I need to use the bathroom. He said straight to the back. Tyreek walks to the back and boom! That's how true it is. Is a guy in there getting some boppy, sloppy toppy from a girl. The guy who ended up getting the sloppy toppy is the character named Kane, okay? Which is Mary J. Blige's son, Monette's son, and is Ezekiel's cousin. He ends up in the bathroom doing some appropriate shit with some chick. Then a couple minutes later, a guy comes to the party like, yo, where my girl at? Hence, you already knew that was coming. Some type of drama was coming. He was looking for that girl that was in the bathroom. Excuse me, sir. And then she deadlifted him, and he was like, let's go. And she was like, I ain't going nowhere. That little skank was a proud one. She was proud of her shit, okay? And she said, I ain't going nowhere. So then he's trying to beef with Kane, Mary J. Blige's son, and like, yo, step to me, like, what up? You with my girl type of vibe. This family is very powerful. So as it starts to slowly escalate, like they're about to get into it, the cops end up pulling up, everything calmed down. Now, Mary J. Blige later on drives Kane to a location. He pops the guy, pops and shocks and stops him up with bullets, and he's capiche, okay? And he goes to the car. Mary J. Blige is parked outside. His mama. He goes to the car, he handled it, got in the car like it was nothing. She saw a little blood on the side of his face, took the t-shirt, washed his face, wiped his face off, and then they just drove like it was nothing. So when shit like that go down, that's what they usually do. When he drove off like it's nothing, that means that's what they used to. Like, that's nothing to them. So you already know this family moves this way. Saxe and Tyreek, they had some type of side deal. I don't really know how to verbally explain it, but it was of course a deal because, go back to the last season, Saxe was in there on his way to kill Ghost as well, so he wasn't supposed to be there. He law enforcement, he could get in trouble for that. So Tyreek blackmailed him, and he was in turn supposed to help Tasha out. He ended up being a snake like he was. Nobody should never trust Saxe, of course. So he ended up being a snake, double-crossing Tyreek. So when Tasha, meanwhile, let me stop right there. So after Tamika was fired, the first lawyer that Tasha had, Tyreek got the $500K up from selling drugs to pay for Method Man, which is to pay for Method Man ended up being, the man played a lawyer. I can't remember his name. In the motherfucking in the show, but he ended up playing the lawyer, okay? And he was like, 500K kid, and we'll talk. And from then on, Tyreek got the money up and paid that 500K so that he could help his mama out. Next thing you know, Method Man has the case now. Method Man has the case. Now, Sack shows up to the court. Tariq thinking, it's something in help towards helping his mother. It's actually not. He handed the lawyer on the opposite side, which is the side going against Tasha, not her and her lawyer, the other lawyer on the opposite side, and he handed her the paper. That automatically, whatever that paper said, it was like, Miss St. Patrick, you're arrested and you're going down for being the queen pin of the operations. She was never ahead of the cartel. We all know that. She was an accomplice, but she wasn't ahead of none of Ghost organizations. So Sax came and did some dirty, grimy shit and got Tasha put back down on even worse charges by being the head top pin, which is not the crime, okay, that she committed. And now she's back in jail, and it just ends off like Tariq looking at Sax like, you dirty rat motherfucker, and then he's like, no, mom, because he's trying to get his mom out so his mom could be with his sister and him. And it ends off like, you know what? He talks to Method Man like, tells Method Man, get ready for the biggest case of your life. Like, this is going to be good for your career. Tariq got them way of words and everything like that. And he was like, kid, you owe me $450,000. Get your seatbelt on. It's about to go. So Method Man look like he really about to go in good as a lawyer and all of that shit. Now, one problem I could see in the future occurring, plus they showed a little clip at the end, Tariq is like in both of these girls. So keep this in mind. Tariq is like in the girl that, the new girl from his school. I feel like he still got the eyes on the girl that betrayed him from last season, but they just showed a clip of him. I don't know when this episode is going to take place, but they showed a clip of him kissing the new girl from his school that's showing him around. They recently met, okay, and then kissing the cousin, Ezekiel's cousin, his roommate's cousin, Diana. All right, so he sees him. They show a clip of him kissing her in one scene, and then kissing the girl from his school in one scene. Bad idea, Tariq. This family is a big ass family. You don't have nobody on these streets. You understand? Like, you don't have your mom's locked up, and it would be a bad idea to double time and cheat on one girl with the other, especially that girl, because you see how powerful her family is. Like Mary J. Blige, the brother, Mary J. Blige that plays Monette, and the brother Kane. You see how they just pop people off and keep moving. Like, that might turn off bad if you're playing with their daughter's feelings. That could turn out real, real ugly. So yeah. Whew. And as y'all know, the grandmother's taking care of Yaz and everything. So that's my take on the episode Power Book 2 Ghost. Okay? Or Ghost Power Book 2. I don't know which way, but I'm supposed to say it. But yeah, that was my take on the episode. So this is a complete spoiler alert. Okay? So yeah, that was my take on the episode. Those are like the main little... Oh, also, Tasha implicated Tommy. The second court trial that she had once Method Man was her lawyer, she implicated Tommy because they wanted to answer from her. Who shot Ghost? They didn't believe that either. But anyway, that's my take on the whole episode. That's the little key elements I walked away with. The little side shit I saw. The little shit that I really feel like is going to be playing a key to the upcoming episode. So that was episode 1. Complete spoiler alert. So just get into it. But yo, let me know what y'all think if y'all end up watching the episode. After y'all watch the episode, then after you watch the episode, then after you watch the episode, then then come back and let's talk in the comments about the episode. But anyway, next time I'll be back with another video. Bye, Insta fam.